Shep, COVID's caused a massive spike in the need for medical oxygen, and hospitals around the country are struggling to balance supply with demand.
There was a period where we had a number of hospitals that had less than 48 hours worth of oxygen, and that is at a time when hospitals are using 3 to 4 times the amount of oxygen that they normally use.
In Florida, the urgent need for liquid oxygen means prioritizing medical over industrial use. Tampa switched from oxygen to chlorine to treat its water supply, warning customers their water might taste or smell different. In Orlando,
we wanted to ask our customers to help us through this difficult situation, and so we asked them to conserve. And one of the easiest ways they can do that is to stop irrigation.
Other industries that rely on oxygen have cut back. Welding and steel and space. The president of SpaceX recently warned it could affect launch plans. But the trade group that represents oxygen manufacturers says it's not a shortage, but tightness in the supply chain.
I think it's important to note that since the beginning of this crisis back in March of 2020, there has been no hospital that we are aware of that has gone without medical oxygen, nor has a single patient died in the United States for lack of medical oxygen.
Not the case elsewhere in the world. In India, a critical shortage of oxygen has led to hundreds of deaths, according to health officials. The World Health Organization in February said it would cost $1.6 billion to remedy the global oxygen shortage for a year. Now, that number's skyrocketed to $6.5 billion. And U.S. hospitals monitoring their oxygen supply say often it's too close for comfort.
It's one thing to run low on masks and gowns and gloves. It is an entirely different situation when you are critically low on oxygen.
Another reason for the tightening supply, liquid oxygen doesn't travel well. It has to be made close to where it's used. And there's a shortage of truck drivers who are trained to carry that oxygen.